Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another Nexus Gaming Series matchup. Tonight, featuring citrus-colored squash against Gen.M Esports. It's a replay cast tonight featuring this Div A bout. Blue team CCS banning Garden of Terror and Battlefield of Eternity. Meanwhile, Gen.M banning both Alterac Pass and Cursed Hollow. It is a replay cast, so we do have the games here ready and at our disposal. I'll give it another 30 seconds here to let people trickle in if they get the ping late. It is a midnight game. I don't expect too many people to be around, but hey, that's alright. Let's take a look at where these teams are in their division here. Division A. Gen.M is currently 7th. CCS is in 2nd place, but if Gen.M gets a domination, they will be in 2nd place alone. So, again, this division, very, very close. Brain Cell mates having a full 5 points ahead of CCS. So they're going to have some work to do if they want that first seed. We are now, I believe, a little over halfway. I believe it's a 10-week season. We're in week 6. Moseying right along. Let's do it. Our first map is Tomb of the Spider Queen tonight. No spoilers, but be prepared for a 40-minute game in this series. You are shitting me. Oh, what have I done? Oh no, I started this cast at midnight. And now I immediately regret everything. Well, that's gonna do it for me. I'll just give you the spoilers and then we'll call it a day. Oh, okay. It's great googly moogly. Oh my god, this is also a super long game. No shot. Okay, well, no, I need to cast. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. This game is also so long. From left to right tonight, we have citrus-colored squash in blue, Stoic on the Blaze, Mezos playing Johanna, Lamort on Deckard, Ace on Chromie, and T-Cat, on the Falstad. From right to left, our away team, it is Gen.M Esports, French on the Sonya. We have Greek Fire on Brightwing, Psycho playing Tracer, Storm on the Anubarak, and bringing up the rear, Nazibo, being played there by Solin. Let's take a look at our level 1 talents here. We see Q from the Chromie, Johanna wisely taking double blind, and we see Toads. Okay. I'm a big fan of Toads. I know Spiders is kind of the meta, and even you see a lot of things in the deep, especially on this map. But I'm a big fan of Toads. Globes from the Anubarak is an interesting choice. Nice route there by Deckard. The setup from Johanna, gonna make sure that happens quite often this game. And blue team does get a first rotational lead here. I don't think this is going to be a particularly fun game to be Tracer. I think Falstad is so overtuned right now, especially once you get your Pinnacle quest done. That's going to be really difficult for the Tracer to exist around a Falstad, as T-Cat diving in here, maybe trying to look for a kill on the Storm. How long on... Okay. Did have quite available first blood going to CCS. Nice pick there in the top lane. Meanwhile, Blaze getting harassed in the bottom lane by the Tracer. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Tracers. I love that mount, by the way. Love the crab. One of my favorites. Sonya does remember that there is a camp. Blue team not quite yet remembering that those exist. Falstad needs stacks. So Falstad shall get stacks. It's about 25 to 16 in favor of the blue team in the spider butts, as Johanna being as irritating as possible to stall these rotations of the red team. Old man Deckard conserving the mana. Actually, Deckard might be AFK. Nope, okay. 3 potions. This is a joke only my team will get. Nice ball here and a beautiful stun combination from a Nubarek, but TCAT able to get out. Do they have the Pulse Bomb available? Not quite. How close were we to Pulse Bomb? Not quite. Good damage there from the Tracer, almost getting that first blood or the side of Gen.M. Blaze now with level 4 is going to start to head to camp. Clear this out here now that he's got a little bit more burning potential. Incinerator Gauntlets. And a nice little push here from the red team. Kind of wish our Nazebo or Tracer were here to help get a little bit more value out of this, but does reach the wall, going to do a little bit of damage. Nothing significant. Tracer now starting this bottom camp. Psycho on shore duty here. Greek Fire going to tag along to provide some healing, a little bit of damage. And TCAT with hammer gains going to need to do a lot of work to heal up that health bar, but this is kind of the strength of Falstad. You don't really have to back if you're not super under attack. Hammer gains a couple of globes and they'll be full health in no time. Meanwhile, red team caps the bottom camp. And the Bruiser camp will be pushing here. Deckard loves sitting in bushes. The old man is a bush enjoyer. Nice stun there. And Polly from Brightwing, but Tracer having a blink out. And another engage onto TCAT. Polly this time a little bit late. And Falstad fighting for his life. Roll remain upright. Thank you for the follow, Ace, by the way. Blue team trying to get that turn in there. Stoic is able to get that down. They're trying to look for a pick on the Blaze, but aren't going to find much there. They need 3 more gems. Who is it all on? Must be all on Chromie, right? Yep, so Ace needs a turn in here. Appreciate you, man. Johanna, again, stalling these rotations. I wonder what Johanna's win rate is specifically on this map. I feel like it's got to be higher than on most maps. Mazo's going to walk up here and get the auto off. And it looks like maybe Stoic in the bottom lane was able to get 3 more gems in for the turn of the blue team. Yeah, because Ace still has 3. So, first turn in here will be going from left to right. The blue team. Storm really trying to hunt this Falstad. And Falstad's going to get caught. I mean, TCAT is kind of playing cocky, we'll say. So it's only a matter of time before they get burned. Tracer, I mean, look at the auto attack damage. I mean, they both traded some blows there, but Falstad going to be able to heal up very quickly and get back into doing terrible, terrible damage. We do see a loop from Chromie. Not a super big fan of that choice, as 4 members of the red team do have... but Greek Fire getting caught here. The Clyde's a little bit late. The loop does get a lot of cooldown, but as I was saying, TCAT playing too much with fire. It's a 1-for-1. As I was saying, 4 people from Gen.M do have a self-unstop here at 13, so... gonna be hard to get too much value out of loop. Level 10's just around the corner now for both teams. The first turn-in for blue didn't really do a whole lot. Red team now has a turn-in as well. You see Storm here in the bottom lane trying to get They're 23 in. Chromie not going to connect there for the stall, but Falstad in the top lane and stacking now 100 in. And T-Cat ease forward and see this is dead. He's dead, right? Oh my god, he gets away with it. He gets away with it. Red Web Weavers are descending, and as our level 10s connect, let's take a look at CCS's choices here. We have Blaze with the bunker, Gust, Shield, Stay a While and Listen, and obviously we've seen the loop. We also have Gargantuan, Blink Heal, Cocoon. The maximum percent Pulse Bomb is an interesting choice. And then we have Leap as well. I really like the slow. I'm a big fan of the slow. They're a little chunky. I guess they got 2 tanks. It's not the worst thing. Storm going in. Maybe just for the Beetle. I'm not entirely sure what that was. The Gust is going to gust the heroes away, but not the Gargantuan, which I think was the idea there. The Gargantuan, unfortunately, was already inside the house. So top towers and wall will fall. Storm rotating with E quite aggressively. Their power wanes. French is here potentially looking for a leap. As Mazos is spotted in the bush there by the Brightwing. French, heads off to this bruiser camp. And Storm really wants this Falstad. You can see it in their eyes. They see the Falstad. They want to kill the Falstad. But it looks like CCS is going to be able to get their turn in here. Well, I guess they're 10 away. They need Chromie yet to turn in. Chromie at only 20 stacks, so only halfway this 8-minute mark. It is a bit brutal to try to stack Qs on this map in particular. Just because you're really not fighting too much in waves. And now in Falstad, or the Nubarak also has a bunch of bullshit, and Nazebo has a bunch of bullshit. They'll get there, but it's going to take a minute. Meanwhile, Nazebo, by the way, already 151 stacks, only 8 minutes into this game. It's weird that we're going to see 175 stacks from the Nazebo before we see a Nubarak get 20 globes. I feel like those things should go together. But CCS does get their turn in there. Ace finally getting those last 10 gems in. And now we see good engage here. Storm could just be dead. There is shield used, but not enough follow-up damage. Beautiful loop there after the blinks from Tracer and the recall from Tracer is used. 3 men now caught, but it's a leap in the backline from French. He tries to save Greek Fire. 100 HP is not going to do it. T-Cat able to get the bunker, but is very low out of that. Looks like he will still be okay. French now getting run down. Blaze Stun doing what Blaze Stuns do and missing. And at 45 HP, a Gust will disengage the rest of this fight. And Brightwing, the only victim here of this scuffle in the mid lane. 3-1 in favor of CCS. Old man Deckard gonna be giving him the business here. Gotta be careful of that time trap though. Oh. In the bottom lane, looks like Stoic. Oh, we can go look. It's the power of a replay, right? Let's take a look at this bottom lane. Looks like Falstad has flight available in 6 seconds. Stoic doing a great job individually to get a lot of damage down. French does not have that leap available. And T-Cat flies onto them and claims the Sonya life. Vial Infection will be done at 20. And that will make things quite difficult for CCS taking any prolonged team fights. Look at the auto attack damage, by the way. T-Cat, I assume they're going to go in, but maybe not. What's up, Vezos? You're welcome. Glad to see you guys back. Always liked watching your team play. And T-Cat finally playing with fire a little too much again, and yeah, down he goes. I'm surprised. I mean, it was nice for the Nubarak to give him that much time to to live, because he could have died way sooner. But Cocoon goes onto the Chromie, stopping the damage from the loop there, and that will probably save the gazebo. And now Psycho looking for more. Does not have timeout available. Oh, he does! Just didn't have it in time. 100 HP in a dream. And that's all they need to live. Well played there by Ace. Only 25 toads, notably. I just saw that. You're going to have Vile Infection done, and potentially Anubarek's going to have his Globe Quest done before you hit even 30 toads. That's insane. Look at all these quests that aren't done. The only one somehow completing their quest is the Pinnacle Falstad, which is arguably the most dangerous one of all of these. Red team does have their turn-ins here. They're looking for... They may be looking for some sort of engage here. I'm actually impressed, despite being down 2 kills. Gen.M is ahead in XP, and now they will have another turn-in here. Do we have the... We have locked and loaded. Awesome. Anubarak taking so much damage, though, with that loop. Is Storm able to get away? Yes, he is, but nice leap onto T-Cat. Tracer in the backline as well. Claim the life of the Falstad. A 1-for-1 as the fight rages on. Decker going to have a Dorito there to slow everybody down. And Falstad being gone is a significant amount of clear that CCS won't have for this next objective phase. As French comes down here to push this bottom tower, likely will go down. Just because they don't have the manpower to defend all these. Nice bonk stick there by Lamart. You love to see an old man beating beating a Tracer in the face. Ooh, Tracer caught out. Okay, does have a blink available. Nice Q there will connect, but Chromie is getting there. As expected. Ooh, Psycho gonna get a kill there? Yeah, nicely done there by Psycho. There is a shield, though, and goodbye, Tracer. Holy balls, the Falstad damage. Holy balls. Can I see the recap? I can't see the recap. Oh, unless I go to them directly. Nah, I don't want to do that. Wait a minute. The Tracer has a Falstad portrait on it. Come on, Blizzard, be better. Stoke T-Cat getting out their Bruiser Camp. Meanwhile, for the red team, we have both Tank and Healer trying to get this Bruiser Camp out. Why? Because the Zebo will be stacking. Ancient Blessings. Ancient Blessings. What is that even? I've never actually fully read this talent. To empower nearby allied basic attacks for 8 seconds, causing them to deal an additional 121 damage in an area, and heal for 175 each hero hit. Wow. That seems pretty good for a Falstad that's going to already be hitting like a truck at 20. Does blue team want to try to force? The Blaze is going to be a little late to the party, but he's going to be coming up from underneath here. And it looks like Blaze is just going to try to get 19 in. And red team does have this middle fort under siege. It's going to go down. I believe I just saw Ancient Blessings pop there. Yeah, that was. The bonk stick hits French. They gust everybody away, and then T-Cat marching forward trying to get French whittled down, but it seems like after the gust, Gen.M kind of got what they wanted anyway. They're content just leaving. Red team is close. CCS does have a turn-in available if need be. The poly there onto Johanna. Immediate Cocoon onto the Blaze. And the Chromie damage with Loop isn't quite enough to one-shot everything. And now that Gen.M has sustained this initial burst of damage from Shield and Loop and everything else, they do have the ability to counter-engage if they want. They still have Leap available from the Sonya. As danger has been pinged. Blaze in the bottom lane. Mizo's gonna try to get their 20 gems in. Will successfully do so, and only 12 away. Does anybody have exactly 12? T-Cat has it. Stoic almost has it as well. And now if everybody turns in, Gen.M will get another turn. But Chromie able to provide some aerial support to stop the red team from turning in here. Sullen gonna try to get it again. And we do have Pierce now. There is shield onto Anubarak. He's going to be able to E out, but does get looped. Is the damage going to be there enough? The Brightwing shift is good as T-Cat getting pulse bombed will stay upright this time around. And the waves are in good shape for Gen.M Esports. They are ahead in XP, they are ahead in buildings. But Psycho getting hit with 2 Falstad autos while Tailwind is up is pretty deadly. French doing a good job keeping these waves pushed. With Leap available, you can kind of do this. It is hard for them to one-shot you unless you get looped and shielded at the same time, but Gen.M gonna get their turn-ins here. They're gonna get their 20s first, but not by much. Their level 20s aren't nearly as scary as CCS's, in my opinion. They don't have, you know, they're gonna have a leap. Hey, you need a leap out here, yeah. So that's a bummer to lose leap there, but at least you're still alive and you still have your 20s for this push. I guess Vile Infection is something at 300 stacks, but the Stay a While and Listen upgrade, Shield upgrade, obviously Wind Tunnel are pretty scary. Fairy Protector seems like a wise decision into the Chromie. Actually, Invisible Friends would have been quite good here too, for the Falstad. Look at the Toad damage here. Nazebo has to block it. Okay. 300 HP, and that's going to be enough to live. Thank God they have 307 stacks. Holy cow. Vile Infection is complete. We went with Ignore Pain over the alt upgrade. Which I don't hate. I kind of like that build, actually. Also, there's a... Isn't there an activatable at 16 you can take, too? That reduces damage? Thought so. Bruiser Camp gonna be grabbed for the red team. CCS has their turn in here. They look for a gank into the top lane. It's a beautifully timed poly this time from Greek Fire. And just the leap and a cocoon on the Johanna to be able to save him. Now the wall's going to trap the Johanna, and Mezo's taking so much damage from those Toads. And just like that, even though blue team going to get their turn in here, 2 kills to nothing in favor of Gen.M Esports. And they're going to get a free clear here, and likely will be taking boss as well, threatening the top keep and potentially an end. So we've seen TCAP be playing a little bit aggressive all game, and this is where it's going to start to matter more. They have the damage to kind of one-shot things now with the blow-up of the Anubarak, with the poly, and certainly the burst damage now that Nazebo has with his Vile Infection. And red team going to come up here, try to take this thing out. And yeah, I mean, the Toads, the spider damage is insane. Look at that thing just evaporate. 316 stacks for the Nazebo. Almost completing. I did not read this talent. I didn't know that this talent does this. After hitting 70 heroes with Plague of Toads, it reduces the damage heroes deal by 5%, stacking up to 25%. I guess I just assumed it did more damage. But that's not entirely accurate. In fact, it's not accurate at all. Huh. Blaze looking for a stun here, but not going to find it. Red Web Weavers are descending. They're going from right to left. And their waves are in really good spots to be able to push with a Nazebo. You can expect at least one of these keeps to go down. Falstad's going to stay in the top lane, but it's going to be a 4-on-5 here in the mid lane. French does have Rewind available, or excuse me, Storm has Rewind available if they decide to go here. Gargantuan is down. Stoke taking a little bit of damage here, but nothing to write home about. French is just kind of beating the Blaze up in the bottom lane here, and it's pretty much difficult for him to do anything. Don't really want to try to use a Blaze stun and miss, because then you have to bunker. Just kind of conceding that mid-fort, or mid-keep rather, will go down. Top should be cleared up here, Mort. Wave clear Deckard things, but meanwhile, the bottom lane, it is going to be a 4-on-5 for just a moment should they decide to go. Toads doing what Toads do, and it's a lot of damage when they're fully stacked with Vile Infection. Look at the Pinnacle quest here, now completed. There's a big shield from Mesos. The stun and the gust, a little bit of anti-synergy here, but the sleep completely interrupted by the cocoon. Nice play there by Storm. No one yet to fall as Psycho gets low, but a big blaze stun in the back line will split up the team fight quite a bit. Damage being focused on the Brightwing. And now Deckard with the stay a while and sleep. Oh my gosh, Storm really played well this team fight, doing what he could. Couple really nice interrupts. The beautiful cocoon onto the Deckard. When it's all said and done, it's 5-0 in favor of Citrus Colored Squash, as they will be marching towards potentially their first keep. Oh, they're just going to leave him. Okay. Oh, T-Cat's not going to leave him. If I know anything about how T-Cat plays. Yeah, eat those toads. Yeah, get caught by the wall. Okay. Please don't die to this. Please. Please. Okay. Oh, lordy. Like to live on the edge. Blaze in the bottom lane going to be taking this siege camp. There's really not much for them to do but fix lanes and try to get turning here. They're going to do this camp too. I don't hate this. I think more critically, though, I want my Falstad clearing out this mid lane, clearing out this bottom lane. Trying to push as much as you can before you have to cap here. Oh my god, T-Cat takes so much damage. The Nazebo. Aye, that hurts. Alright. We don't need to keep this talents up anymore. It's been 22 minutes. If you haven't looked at it now, you never will. The waves are in about as good of a condition as they can be, so they did a really nice job clearing that up before objective popped. This wave is fine, this wave is fine, and it looks like they're going to try pushing mid here. Nazebo on wave clear duty. Does a pretty good job of it, by the way. Here are the blue team web weavers. This building will be fallen. And now, nice shield. Oh my gosh, what a stasis from the Nazebo. But too much CC gets on him. Oh, he's able to get away, but just barely. Anuba's the first one to fall. Psycho's in the back line, and the shift from Brightwing's going to be able to come in here. Maybe try to get a kill. Sonya falls to the Falstad. Psycho trying to will a kill out of this. But now the stasis is going to be lasting some time. Rickfire. I mean, okay. It was almost a Herculean effort out of the Tracer, but the blue web weavers continue to push, but I don't think they push enough that the blue team can end even with 3 dead. I mean, unless they consolidate their forces here, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Falstad's going to fly top. And maybe with Wind Tunnel here in 16, but the wave clear from Nazebo is very good. Spell armor used maybe a little bit too soon. Really surprised they didn't try to kill the Nazebo there. I guess maybe they thought they were going to ice block it, but ended up just not. Kind of called the double bluff there. Falstad is on core. And the core is falling fast. We do have Gust available. Let's see if they decide to use it to try to push the keep. Try to push the building here. I thought they would, but no, instead the Blaze is going to go down. He pings the bunker angrily as there's almost up. Oh, that's so much damage. But good. I guess that was a Deckard pot that actually healed up the Falstad there. 5 seconds off. I think if Blaze gets that bunker off, we're looking at a potential end here for CCS, but ultimately, solid hold there. They only lose the Anubarak. And now blue team is going to be doing this top boss. Psycho looking in the back line, maybe trying to get a quick pick. He sees Lamort, he sees Ace, and Ace has been the target for most of the game. Shift not going to be used, and now we see a loop immediately onto onto the Tracer. Greek Fire coming in, trying to be the savior here. Look at the blue team's getting pretty low. The Zebo doing so much damage. He's got so much health to contend with. And right now they are pinging which targets they want to get. Greek Fire and Solon playing together really well here, trying to keep their team alive. And Nubarak is back. They successfully pulled people off boss, but 2 people are still dead for some time now. Stoke is here. It's a 3-on-5. Bunker's ready. Jet Propulsion is ready. They have time traps. It looks like they're trying to play. There's a time trap. Onto the Nubarak. The stun is going to hit him as well, and Storm is immediately blown up. Now Brightwing getting caught a little bit by... And now are they going to try to end? Guys, just go end. Please. It's 26 minutes. You have the damage. You don't need the boss. Just go hit the car. Nope. We're doing this again. Alright. Mort's going to go back, find some mana. Does the red team have Turnin? No. Blue almost does. Okay. Is he just gonna go core? Wait, is he gonna go core through Katas? No, I mean, this is a very scary push. Someone's gonna have to back. Falstad has to fly. Okay, Falstad is back. I like this from Solon. He has Ice Block. Oh, you have to Ice Block that so much sooner, friend. Oh my gosh. That would have been really close. So... And he had trade available, yeah. If the Nazebo Ice blocks that sooner, and his trait runs out... I know I'm missing a team fight here. The game is over, and CCS is winning. But if the Nazebo Ice blocks that sooner, he doesn't have the additional 4 seconds of this attack speed, and he's able to get another round of spells off, potentially kill the Falstad. If Falstad dies, then Gen.M would have won this game. But GGs are going to come out. What a bloodbath here. 19-7. Very close game, but GG's to CCS winning game 1 of this best of 3. Can I look at... Okay, I have to pause it there. 390 voodoo stacks from Nazebo. That is a lot of health. Let's see how much health actually. 6,000 health. What does Anubarak have? Wait, is that the same? Oh, it must be broken because I went back. Right, because they don't all have the same health. Yeah, okay, I can't see the health, but... Pretty impressive stacking there. Let's take a look at damage numbers as well. Nazebo leading the way, Falstad close behind. Again, one of those games... Yeah, bugs everywhere for real, Dringo. One of the games where the score here is not super indicative of... Or the kill count, rather, is not super indicative of what the game felt like. It felt like Gen.M was in control for most of that game. But just a couple of missteps. Level 20 Falstad is pretty good. If red team all shows up to backdoor there, they win. Yeah, probably. I mean, either they all show up or just a little bit better micro. I think there's a really good chance that Nazebo just like solos the Falstad there and ends up winning. But we'll go over to this screen here. Get some intermission going while I get the next game loaded up. Let's see where we're heading for our game 2. Looks like we're going to... Oh boy, interesting. Okay, interesting. Oh my Christ, here we go. Okay, oh no. Oh god, he wasn't kidding. I really thought there was a chance he was kidding. Thanks, Northern. Appreciate you, homie. I looked at something that I wish I hadn't, and I really hoped that that Ace was lying, but this is going to be a very long game. This is going to be one for the ages. All right. Or the teams on the right side. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Thank you, people, for caring about which teams are on which side. When I replay cast, it makes my life so much easier. So hats off to you. But also, fuck you for this game. From left to right. Suppose you want to see the game. Oh, and I need to give CCS their point. Because damn it, they earned it. Alright. From left to right, we have a Woof Woof. We have T-Cat. Excuse me, this is CCS. Citrus-colored squash in blue. T-Cat on Cassia. Stoic on Blaze again. Mezos on Joe again. So the front line in jail. Lamort playing Tyrande and Ace playing Zeratul. From right to left, it is Gen.M Esports. Infofox on Dahaka Storm playing Ragnaros Greekfire on the Borko. That's Rhaegar Sullen on Hanzo. And we have Psycho playing Junkrat. Let's take a look at the level 1s as Dahaka digs in to greet us here in the mid lane right away. Immediately hit by an owl. GG, go next. The game is over. Don't even bother playing it. Meatball build from the Ragnaros. Pretty standard. Pretty standard builds, I was going to say. Wait a minute. What the hell is that level 1? We have Impale from Cassia. And probably worth noting, this is a main tank Dahaka, I think? Is that what I'm looking at? It's Q-build Hanzo. Joe could potentially die here. If a tongue lands, it's going to be very scary for Mezos, and tongue does land. The boop, gonna boop him to the bottom of the map. There should be enough damage here. Ooh. Yeah, he's dead. He dead. First blood. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Don't make me a liar. Okay, I'm a liar. Mezos should have died there. But he gets out in time. And now Lamort and T-Cat will be on shore duty, the rest of the team. I mean, the wave clear for the red team is pretty insane. They have Junkrat, Hanzo, Rhaegar, and Dahaka doing camps. Okay, and it is actually, it's offlane Ragnaros? What? Really? I guess I would want my Ragnaros to stack W's first. But, I get it. Psycho Junkrat. I missed something. Hanzo died. But, speaking of dying, look at the boop here. Well done by Psycho. That's one of my favorite things. Well played there by Gen.M. Get that counter kill. And as somebody who plays a fair amount of Junkrat to be able to perfectly time that. Zeratul going for the full cleave build here. Well, Lamort is caught out here a little bit. But able to dodge the tongue. The Borko going aggressive, getting the bite in on the Joe Mama. But it's a 4-on-4. Ragnaros is in the mid lane. He could come on down to fight if need be. Instead, we'll throw a W at the wave and run away. 22 stacks for Ragnaros already. I think W here is kind of an interesting choice for the Ragnaros. Ooh, nice tongue there. Onto Ace. It's going to be enough. No. And now the scoop. The E damage is significant. But at 16 HP, Sullen going to get out of there. Ace is lurking, though. He wants it. He wants it bad. Yeah, Infofox is not going to let him die. Hanzo's going to get their back. Just in the nick of time. Storm, is it going to be... Okay. A lot of people getting low. We do see full W from Junkrat, so it is Boom Pow. Which I do like quite a bit here into this team, I think. A lot of displacements. Going to be a lot of slows as well with that level 7. Infofox, though, add a half HP Psycho as well. He's going to pop his Essence to heal up here, but it's 22-5 in favor of CCS, who should have this objective comfortably. The red team might be able to get some kills. Ragnaros getting some stacks. And now they're trying to force an engage here, but they don't really have a strong engage. They have to kind of play off a tongue, which they do quite well. Nicely done there by Infofox. Does grab the Johanna, and now Ace in a bit of trouble. Doesn't get the blink out in time. Junkrat boop, not going to do much there, but red team storming in and potentially, well, not potentially, they have won this team fight. Lamort going down as well. Nice play there from the Hanzo. Are they going to lose this objective? No, T-Cat, the hero, able to get the objective and maybe get a kill, but no. With KBS, we think we're ready. Might have to pause again. No worries if so. We're ready. We're back. And after a bloodbath, 6 kills now to 0. They're a full level ahead, and yet the objective is going left to right. We're good, he says. Sorry. Thank you. All right. My keyboard glitched for the next 30 seconds. I should have killed that rag to BH. I'm a very bad Zeratul player. I played with a guy who on my team who was very good at it. And while he's a piece of shit human, he is a very good Zeratul player. As much as it pains me to say that. But we would do double blink light bomb, and that was fun to play with, to be fair. I couldn't even tell you the builds. I know I got coached on it for a week because I was like, I'm gonna play Zeratul because I got farmed by it one day, and ooh, just in time got that trap off. But oh my gosh, InfoFox is absolutely smurfing on this Johanna right now. Meso's having a really bad time. It's a nice boop by the Junkrat. This Psycho gonna have another one available though. InfoFox maybe looking for another tongue, not quite landing this time. And Zera's very fun. He is very fun. He is very very high skill cap, for sure. That is not a hero you just pick up one day and say, oh, I'm going to play this tomorrow. Like, no, it takes 100 games to get proficient. And then another couple hundred to really feel like a master on it. If InfoFox had hit that tongue, I was going to lose my mind. I mean, he's been hitting some gnarly ones, but... I have wanted to try this more and do a main tank and a Haka. I was going to say I really like it on Tomb, but actually Infernal Shrine's also not a terrible option. Stoic kind of getting run down here by the Falstad, but he's playing for this kill. Nicely done by Stoic. Does Ace get this kill? Yes, he does. He does hit the W. Really well played there. Uh-oh. Eek! Watch out for the meatball. Cassie does die in the bottom lane. And every time I look in the bottom lane, look at InfoFox with this combo. Mesos again. I got a feel for the guy. But really well played there from Dahaka and Junkrat. This combo of tongue into boop is proficient. Main tank Haka great on this map. Tomb, D-Shire, probably Garden 2. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's worth playing. Gen.M seems to have it figured out pretty well. They're taking 9 kills right now. I wonder how they would do into a different healer that like had a cleanse, or like if this was Brightwing. I don't think you could do it in a Brightwing. Dahaka is, I mean, he really wants this, but yeah. There's shield, and now you can try to dig out, maybe? I mean, 07 soldier. There goes one stack, but he bought a lot of time. The camp and the top lane is pushing. I mean, they might be able to try to force objective off of this. Stoic getting booped into the backline from the Junkrat yet again. Nice bunker there, but Lamort taking a lot of damage, 250 HP, and what a Q there from Sullen to Hanzo, sniping out the Tyrande. And Dahaka is going to be able to burrow in here, I believe. Yeah, we'll have burrow available. Going to see them coming in shortly. Actually, I hope they just walk mid and then burrow top if needed. But this next objective should go over to Gen.M. It doesn't work great against defensive dive comps usually, but against Joe it's great. Yeah. Think into like Joe or Garrosh or something like that. Even Muradin, probably pretty good. As long as you have some sort of follow-up, which Junkrat's always pretty decent follow-up. InfoFox is looking to farm. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Does he get this kill? Nice ISO. He needs, what? Oh! Ace is there to take the brunt of the tongue for him. Yo, if InfoFox wins this, I'm... okay. This This human has played Dahaka before, by the way. You just got the feeling like maybe they're proficient at the hero. Nice bush check there, excuse me, from Greek Fire. Toronto almost has the range 9 stacks. Once you get 10 of them, it's going to feel way better. Junkrat now able to play global with Ripper Air. And Hanzo still needs one more stack. Let's see who they need to hit with the Q here. Oh, I can't tell. Really? Ooh, we have an arrow here in the mid lane. Catching 3 people. It's going to save Storm from an untimely death. Meatbell doing so much damage, but getting caught by the Valkyrie and immediately blown up by the Blaze. We do see a Void Prism in the back line. Ace waiting for cooldowns. Riptire going to be interrupted here, but it's a big slow from the Johanna. Cassia trying to get in there and get the kills, but not going to find him. Greek Fire now at 250 HP, and it's a beautiful boop. Ace able to blink away. Really nice blink there from Ace. And what looked like it was going to be a bloodbath ends up only being 2 kills. The healer and Ragnaros going to fall. T-Cat trying to back there. I mean... what? Okay. Yep, good tongue there from Fox. Helps when the target stands still for you. But, you know, still the wherewithal to step up and do it. And Zeratil's got to be careful of of the immediate tongue. The man looking like Gene Simmons over here with this Dahaka tongue. Meanwhile, Junkrat playing off lane in the bottom lane and pushing this wave to great effect. This fort is going to die. And I guess they are down quite a bit. CCS is down 2 levels here. 12-4. Gen.M pretty much in the driver's seat right now. Looking really strong. They do have their 16s. It's going to be scary if they decide to fight this. Lamort is also quite low. It's a nice tongue on a very small Dahaka. T-Cat able to get away. Here comes the Riptire. And the arrow in the backline is going to hit Lamort. The Riptire is not going to connect, but doesn't matter. Rhaegar and Ragnaros getting a kill. Hanzo getting in the mix as well. And Ace. Oh my gosh. What a Junkrat boop. Is he going to be able to get away? Nice meatball there. Void Prism. And Junkrat. Yep. Nicely played there by Psycho. Able to chase them down 16-4, and it's all Gen.M right now. He didn't quite go over the ultimates. We've kind of seen them show up here. Pretty much usual suspects. Interesting to see the Valkyrie, but I think that whole build could be labeled as interesting as a whole. We do see Scatter instead of... CCS gets 16. I think they can turn this. I think there's a... They definitely have some play. There's definitely some fight left in them. Meteor Bomb, Endless Grenades. I really like, and this is obviously a personal preference. I don't think you can go wrong with Endless Grenades, and I think 9 times out of 10 it's probably the right choice. But I really like into comps that want to jump on top of me as Junkrat. Stuff like Zeratul, stuff like Tracer. You know, I can't think of really anything else. Maybe like Interial. I really like having Spread Volley. Ooh, nice engage in the backline. It's a huge stun by Blaze as well. Shield and Bomb immediately, or Shield and Boom, rather, from the Blaze. Gonna get him. But T-Cat with a very nice Valkyrie there. Might be able to get Infofox. And yes, they will. And just like that, they gain 2 levels. They're gonna get this next objective. Unless the Ragnaros can swipe it. And they might. They only need 5 more. Looks like Junkrat might try to get in here and get some as well. It's 37, 39 now. Only need 1 more from the Junkrat. The Ragnaros fort has ended, but the Meatball is going to get it, maybe? There it is, the Junkrat Bomb. But Storm will pay for it with their life. Nice stun there by Lamort. Eek! No, okay. Gets out. And this, you know, the Ragnaros is a toxic POS. I mean, being able to sit in the tower and hit the objective there, despite winning the teamfight, CCS still has to deal with a wave pushing into the top, which got both the tower and the wall, and they still have to clear a punch. Oh, here comes an arrow. Only 28 minutes to go. Oh, God. We're not even halfway through this game at level 20. Nice stun there by the Blaze. Junkrat Trap going to look to disengage, but Storm caught out and will fall. CCS now with a little bit of momentum here. They're going to get a stun on the onto the Dahaka. This Immortal is still very healthy, by the way. It's their Punisher, excuse me. Still has half its health. Finally, CCS gonna be able to clear this up. The Frozen Punisher is no more. Gen.M comfortably ahead to their 20s. They are 8 kills ahead. They are 2 buildings ahead. What's up, Judo Chop? The NA version of Judo Chop, not the EU version. Telling me to hydrate, which is a good idea. If I had water. Might find a little bevy boo. Honestly, I have so much time. I might just walk away. Just walk away, get a drink, come back. I'm not gonna miss anything, I got a feeling. Blue team gets their siege camp out. Min-max this game blue. Red team does have the level 20s here. Very good level 20s. Well, minus the play. Who the hell is going to play the game in 2026? We see Submerge, Extra Oomph, Force Blessings, Farseer's Blessings, rather, and Contagion. Looking for a play of the game gamer, though. Let's see if Tehran can complete that Pinnacle quest. 16 on their way to 40. We have Owl build, I just realized. Hitting 20 of these is very important because it's going to pierce as well. That damage is kind of significant. We're going to look for a Void Prism here? No. It's blinded by the light. The middle fort will fall. Fortified bunker. Shadow mending. Mending? Yeah. I was going to say melding, but that's not the right word. Celestial Wrath. Upgrade. And imprisoned light. Imprisoning light. I got a bug with OneDrive that won't let me play this game. What? What? Just highlight the tank, put something on the spacebar, and get a stretch in. How does what? I mean, OneDrive does have a lot of bugs. It opens and bonks out. Really bizarre. And I assume, like... I guess I would try saving it to a different driver. Like, if it's saved to your C drive, try to save it to the D drive. Like, HOTS itself. And maybe that would make a difference, but... Yeah, you did that. Okay. That's very bizarre. Tongue gonna miss. Playing a little ring around the roses here, but as... Ooh, all almost connecting there. As the objective spawns, both teams with their level 20s, we will see them first duke it out here as the first level 20 Storm takes an Alden face. Stoic looking maybe for a stun, deciding not to. Let's see how they play with the Void Prism here, because it's such a strong ability, such a nice engage for the rest of the team should they decide to go that route. And Infofox is going to look for a tongue. See him playing in the bushes, but it's 12-5 so far. CCS ahead. Nice Q there from Hanzo. Now we have the shield ripped, but no follow-up damage used. Valkyrie also going to miss, blinded by the light, providing enough healing, but arrow right by TZ's window. That's going to miss as well. Nobody has hit a single ultimate right now, but Riptire might connect. And it does. 2 people caught. T-Cat the first to go, but huge Void Prism in the backline. Catches 3. All the damage being focused onto Infofox. Ace is back there swiping away, but not able to find a kill. Blue team will get the objective, and after nearly every single ult is traded, we have no deaths. A full Arcane Punisher. Well, I guess it's always full. It's not BOE. The Arcane Punisher getting distracted, running around like an idiot. As another owl connects. Storm going to jump in here, and Lamort is caught out. Beautiful boop there by the Junkrat. Psycho gets low, but Tyrande gets lower to 0. That is. And this is the strength and annoying facet of the Ragnaros. The fact that he can jump into these forts, and a fort that at 19 minutes should probably die with ease, remains fully upright. And it's up in locked position. Thanks to the Ragnaros becoming one with the fort. Yeah, Dahaka this is a pretty solid Dahaka map. I think you probably have number 1, number 2 offlaners here on the map. Like, Blaze Dahaka is probably number 1, 2, and then Hogger 3 with the nerfs. New wall jump mechanic, not my favorite. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either. It's very Monka. I don't know. Doesn't feel like it makes sense that he can't jump over the wall, considering the size of the beast, you know? Fox looking for something. T-Cat caught out a little bit here. Arrow gonna connect to the Joe, but all the damage looks to be used onto T-Cat, and he does get blown the heck up. And now with this death, can the red team take a keep? I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. Zeratul lurking in the mid lane, potentially coming down. Hanzo going to provide a little bit of Q damage, a little bit at a time. They're trying to get this keep down. It looks like they're going to be able to do so, but very slowly. It's only a 3-on-5. Zeratul continues to push the other lanes. Junkrat throwing some Qs at the building. Hanzo doing a great job providing some damage as well. Team Overwatch, the dynamic duo of DPS. And yes, this keep will fall. And now they will run away, as bottom objective here is definitely favors Gen.M. Wait, was there a real update? Oh, there's so many updates, man. Genuinely, for the last, I want to say almost a year, there's been, like, pretty significant updates. They haven't, the crazy thing is they haven't actually come back and said, like, yes, we are still, oh, what? A Void Prism here from Ace, and they are in trouble. The arrow gonna connect, and Ancestral will get off, but look at the Starfall damage to Cassia as well. And it's a huge turnaround for CCS here in Game 2. Now they should go down and take this bottom fort. Go take the bottom fort. Yeah. Bottom fort. Team. I quit HOTS a few years ago. Yeah. So, some of the big changes that they've made, they've added Pinnacle quests to some heroes. We have only one of them on display here. We had a couple in the first game, but so some heroes have Pinnacle quests. This one says, hitting a hero with Lunar Flare increases the damage by 4%. That was always pretty standard. But after hitting 10 heroes, increase Lunar Flare's range by 30%. That used to be a talent, I believe, at level 1, and now it's a baseline. And after hitting 20 heroes, Sentinel pierces, and after hitting 40, this also used to be a level 20 talent. Every 8th attack fires a Lunar Flare. So this is now what they call a Pinnacle quest. Murden's got a Pinnacle quest. Murden actually has one of the most broken Pinnacle quests in the game. Probably the most broken Pinnacle quest in the game. But it is not obtainable. You cannot complete that quest unless you are actively farming a team. It's just not feasible. You might have been able to do it in this game because it goes on forever, but just one example. Again, catching 2 people in the back line there. Nice play by Ace. T-Cat, though, getting dragged in, and this time the Valkyrie not going to connect. The objective is a Frozen, and here comes Storm able to stop the Frozen Punisher from doing a lot of damage. The fort looks like it might still go down, but it's 5-on-5. They still have arrow available. They still also have, here comes the arrow, and there it connects. Play of the game. Doesn't really do much. T-Cat able to get into the bunker this time. Junkrat trying to get out. It's a big heal there from Greek Fire, but not able to save the rat himself. But now Cassia is in a bunker. Not for much longer. 300 HP is going to be... Oh no, the Ragnaros with the W connects. But Ace in the back line, swiping it. Swiping it, swiping it. And unfortunately not going to be able to dodge too much here. Oh, I lied. What a dodge. Got just enough mana back to be able to get a blink out. And it's 2 for 1. This keep will remain standing. And we have officially entered the late game here. We are level 24. Each team one solid team fight from just kind of winning the game. Next objective is in the top lane. It's a Mortar Punisher. Arguably one of the strongest late game Punishers. Good for doing siege damage. And we have a little bit of a fight here for this Bruiser camp. I call this the throw pit. I've seen so many games won and lost on this Bruiser camp in particular. Here's a big arrow. It's going to connect to 2 people. Play the game, not going to do much. Mesos almost dying to that Falstad Q, and, you know, it's a risk-reward thing. So they get a camp, but, like, well, who cares? Also, it's never this camp that's a throw pit. It is always this camp. People invade this camp more than any other camp in HOTS, and I don't understand why. Johanna has Blessed Shield in 40 seconds. Owl caw. Still my most scrim team of all time. Gen.M doing the siege camp here. And with the camp being done and the Tyrande getting vision, this is a significant fort for Gen.M to lose, essentially for free. Sure, there's going to be a camp pushing bottom, but if they can get this down before the objective here... Oh, no, they're just going to get out. Okay, so they're still going to have tap available. I lied. Wow, that did so much damage. Those dogs did so much damage to that building. I guess we are 27 minutes in. My dog Butters is upset that I'm casting it at 1 in the morning. Alright, let's see how this team fight's going to play out. Again, catching 2 people in the backline is Ace with that Void Prism. We see the Blaze Bunker coming in, and a Valkyrie immediately eliminates the Hanzo, but extra oomph. Do have a Riptire reset if they decide to get in range of doing so. Only going to connect to 2 this time around. And it's a 1-for-0. This is notable. We have 2 catapults and a camp here in the bottom lane that are going to be hitting this core. 27 minutes into this game, the fight rages on. CCS is up numbers and is up objective points as well. It's 11-1. And I like the Dahaka kind of forcing here, knowing that the Blaze has to go back. It's still a 4-on-4. They immediately hit a tongue, and they get a really nice combo with the Riptire as well. Sulfuric Smash going to provide some damage, but T-Cat is still standing, no matter how hard they try. Junkrat will fall to the Johanna. It was a beautiful scoop there from Mesos, but he will pay. It's a 2-for-2 now. Healer and DPS against 2 bruisers. And I'm pretty sure, I'm surprised, Lamar's got to get in there and fight him. Go hit the rag. Yeah, go kick his ass. Yeah, nicely done there. Beautiful stun. Oh, nice Isla though, but InfoFox still had that available. And now Lamort running for his life. Here comes an arrow. Oh, it hits! Oh my god, it hits Ace, but he didn't quite get the kill there. That Q may have done it. Can't believe the arrow hits. It's a beautiful tongue again from Fox. Ace this time going down. And as the Mortar Punisher pushes in favor of CCS, 3 people are dead. And it's certainly not going to end. Fox looking for a way out. Probably will get one. Maybe we'll get one. I think once he gets this bush, he's out. Yeah, he's going to be able to dig out in time. Yes, he will. Good decision making there. And this Punisher likely not even going to get this keep. The definite wall and towers will fall. I mean, it's not going to get the keep because he's going to be able to rag fort this, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised he's not. Maybe it's bugged? I don't know. Nope, this doesn't get keep. Alright, 29 minutes in. Surely the next objective will win it. Copium. 25 to 25. Here we see an arrow. Gonna miss. Look out, core. Oh, it doesn't do damage. Wait, you can play the game and then hit the core. It might explode. Dahaka's looking for a tongue. He's only gonna find a Hedwig. Hedwig hitting him directly in the eye. R.I.P. Hedwig. Tongue on to Johanna. Scattered didn't quite hit. And 2 ults miss now for CCS. Both the Valkyrie and Shield go waning. And I think if you're, I mean, you're down 1 ult as well as Gen.M, but I think if you can find a fight, it's probably pretty good for you. Said Ragnaros gonna face check this, and Storm is really caught out. He's gonna need to submerge her immediately. Does so and is gonna avoid the Blaze Stun. Now InfoFox looking for something. Nice Void Prism in the backline from Ace, and Storm immediately blown up. Riptire gonna try to provide a little bit of covering fire here. The Storm, the fight rages on. Bunkers used. But before Tehran can get in, Lamort getting caught by the Dahaka tongue. Doesn't have a lot of health out of this. Really nicely played there from Greek Fire. Really, really good healing. That was awesome. The Owl, holy, almost gets the kill. CCS stepping forward, trying to force. They're trying to end this game. And the Valkyrie isn't going to connect. Minus 40 is... Nice dodge there from Ace. Oh my gosh. Does he get out? Alright. Well, after all that, we really only have 1 person dead. Ragnarok going to be back shortly. The objective is middle, and both teams have walls middle yet. So, okay. Owl gonna hit Greek Fire again, who's been eating a lot of owls this game. I'm still impressed by that Ancestral. That was really, really well timed. He understood that he had to get the Ancestral to proc the AoE healing as he gets out of the bunker. And they timed that so perfectly, and it was able to keep him alive. Okay. Pings all over the map. Everybody's panicking. We're 32 minutes in. 30 stacks on the Tyrande. That's really all that we need to see at this point. Now Fox looking for a tongue. Storm's in the front line as well. Maybe looking for a follow-up immediately. But Fox is taking a lot of damage so far. Zeratul needs to hit another... Oh, the Valkyrie does hit the Dahaka though, and he has to... He couldn't dig in time. And now Ragnaros, big arrow, extra oomph, gonna provide another Riptire. Ace getting the brunt of that, as Psycho is playing all over this team fight right now, trying to provide some damage to the front line. 24 to 19 in favor of CCS. I've seen Gen.M do some crazy things though with objectives. I don't think this is gonna be one of those times. Nice Valkyrie that time by the Cassia, able to catch the Dahaka without a dig available, or burrow available, rather. And once they get the Dahaka out of the way, this team becomes much more playable, especially for the Zeratul. You can kind of just sit in the back line and do a bunch of stuff. But Ragnaros, guess what he's going to do? I don't even think this keep falls. Ooh, Valkyrie almost catches the Junkrat. Good look there by them. Holy, the Punisher is doing so much damage. Okay, surely the keep will fall. It's another building. Right. Here comes Psycho with an extra oomph tire. They try to throw an owl on it, but that's not how that works. 21 seconds before they'll have another one. It's a nice tongue again from Fox. I mean, how many tongues have they hit? Was this going to be a play of the game? No, but a beautiful arrow there, and we have a sulfuric smash. Killing the Tehran. The fort, or keep is rather, still alive. Dahaka will fall yet again. The main tank is down. And this Punisher is no longer alive enough. Playing into -40 is very risky. Meso's going to try to do it. They try to bunker, and the bunker is going to explode very quickly here with this Riptire. He's waiting for it to... Oh, no, the extra oomph. Oh, no, the extra oomph. Oh, the -40, the extra oomph. But the Riptire does get caught. Look at... Okay. Okay. So here's something funny. Okay, beautiful play here by Psycho. You hit the Riptire, right? Now, watch this play. Notice that Junkrat is not in this. Junkrat is not in this, but what is his tire. And because his tire is in Void Prism, he is stuck in this animation and cannot move until the Void Prism goes away. That's the interaction you're seeing right now, and you don't see it very often, but it's very funny. He is just kind of sitting there with his pants down, and it's really nobody notices because it's just something you're not used to seeing. And now that the Riptire's done, he can get the Riptire out, and T-Cat might be the target here. I don't know if that kills. Nope, he was able to protect it. Ragnaros will fall, and Gen.M looks to have held for another objective. Blaze had to run away as well, getting low. Ace trying to do something special here, but maybe they can. Maybe an owl will come in, but no. Blaze now finally backing after going almost home already. It's stoic. 33 minutes in. We're now 35 minutes in, and why not one more? Where's the Punisher going next? Okay, it's going into the top lane here. Sure. Should favor CCS quite significantly. There's not many more buildings to get. There's not left more on the map but the cores. 22 to 24. We have nearly 50 kills in this game. I wonder how many owls have been sent. I would like an owl counter. I truly need therapy after this game. Well, every other game after this is just going to seem boring if it doesn't go, 40 minutes. I almost always look at who won the games when I'm doing replay casting, but what I don't ever look at is the time on it. Which maybe I should do more instead of looking to see who actually won. Toronto funding Hogwarts Volleys House, yeah, basically. Okay, and here we have the throw pit I was talking about, so this is fun. I wouldn't say this is a product of a main take to Haka. I would say this is a product of Ragnaros, specifically. And Stoic is... I kind of like this from CCS. They're just kind of forcing, like, a catapult on the core. And a catapult on this core, 40 minutes in, is going to crush. Hanzo is going to be able to arrow in with play of the game. So they actually have two globals here, which is why they have both of these heroes in particular sitting back to clear. And CCS sees this. I'm surprised they're not trying to take a little bit more aggressive stance here. Because these guys should just get blown up. Fox is here, though, and he's going to look for a tongue as he's been hitting all game. Surely he doesn't miss this time. Here comes an arrow. Gonna land on the Johanna. Riptire gonna connect to 3. Gonna have extra oomph on this one with another Riptire available. Valkyrie, though, catching the Rhaegar into a beautiful shield. Ancestral gonna be coming off as soon as that Void Prism is done, but Hanzo will be killing the Zeratul. It's a 4-4, or a 1-0. That's about to change. 2 people now from CCS will fall. T-Cat trying to do what they can, but it's not going to be enough. Oh my god. Does this game not end? No, the game ends now, right? Yeah, they just go core. Have they done it? Is it over? Junkrat's gonna take a couple of tower shots. And, okay, surely this is it. Yes, it is over. The CCS doesn't withstand the 40-minute game. Gen.M gonna tie it up. They're picking the objective. Like, maybe they should do the objective. Give us time to come back. Holy balls. 22-29. 51 kills in this game, leading the way in damage. The red team, Gen.M, with Junkrat, Ragnaros, and Hanzo. Cassia having a rough go. 10 deaths. Posted in Reddit with a petition. Healing numbers here. The Rhaegar gets to cheat with the double Ancestral, and we see the Blaze 37,000 XP for their team. 35,000 from the Zeratul. What a saga. What a game. 39 minutes. Woof. I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to go to bed. When is it? Can I go to bed? Alright. Let's finish it up. Let's give Gen.M their hard-earned point on the board. Damn, they've earned it. Last game is sub 20, I promise. Alright, but... oh, shit. Where are we heading for our final game? Be a good map. Oh, I have to exit this game first. Oh, God, we're going to Volskaya. Talk about games that could go 40 minutes. This would qualify. Alright, do we have teams on the right sides? Yes, we do. Good. Thank you again. Alright, shut the music down. Go to the right screen. Here we go. Game 3 for all the marbles. It is a best of 1 at this point. From left to right, our home team of blue, it is citrus-colored squash. Lamort on Uther. Stoic playing Blaze again. We have Blaze Jail. Mesos again on Joe. T-Cat on Tychus, and Ace playing the Kerrigan. Seemingly Ace the only person that gets to have fun on that team. And from right to left, we have Gen.M Esports. Greek Fire gets their Lucio this time. Love to see his Lucio play. It's always very strong. French on the Sonya yet again. We have Storm playing Tyrael, Psycho on Greymane. And Infofox playing Lunara? No, who's on the Lunara? Storm on the Lunara. They switched roles, didn't they? Psycho on Greymane. Who am I missing? Oh, I guess Fox was on the offlaner, which is what's throwing me off. Okay. Let's take a look at our level 1 talents here. Globes from Tyrael. Cocktail build there from Rhaegar. Or Greymane, a different type of dog. First combo from Ace is going to miss. Take a look at our offlaners here, as I'm sure nothing's happening in the top lane. Three-man effort here from CCS to get this fortification camp out. Meanwhile, Psycho doing it all themselves with the Greymane. Swiping that camp to its heart's content. And red team is gonna force this support camp. Which I guess they get to do. They're gonna get the camp, but they're gonna lose the zone to First Blood going over to CCS here. And now Ace is in there. Nice boop there from Greek Fire. Able to secure the camp for them. They are able to get out with the healing thing, but it's immediately used, and Greek Fire is able to get out of there. Ace with another nice combo, but not really connecting this time. A turret is used. It's a 1-for-1, and I think if that's CCS, you're pretty happy with that trade. They used the turret, and they used the healing camp that they got to, so 2 resources down for them for the objective. T-Cat, man, is one of the most... Northern Touch is in chat, so we can appreciate that. He's playing like Pearl would play. Just like ego-checking every other DPS in the game. Doesn't matter what the health bar he has above his head is 1 HP or like 1,000. Like, he's just... I'm gonna kill you until you decide to do something else. Pearl would be behind their towers. Yeah, right. Like, just... Nice try there, but Fox able to blink away just in time. Tychus Uther on chore duty, and the siege camp for the red team now cleared out as well. Field testing will begin. And we have dings from Tychus. Blaze winning this offlane matchup ever so slightly. Just a little bit more damage onto the bottom towers and wall here. Trying to convince me it was a good idea, yeah. Trying to be like, why weren't you there, man? I don't get it. I was chasing here behind the keep. Why weren't you there? It's like, well, Pearl, there's 2 other buildings in the way. Well, yeah, but we had a kill. Okay, yeah, but we're level 1. It doesn't really matter, bud. Man, try to get that guy to listen to anything I ever said. Nice engage here from the blue team, though. French getting low, but will not fall. Is there a stun available? No, but he does have sword. Combo not quite connecting there. Nice micro from Fox. Blaze and Sonya exchanging pleasantries in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Storm in the top lane on the Luna, clearing up the rest of that camp, getting a wave. And as level 7s are achieved, we have Suppressive Fire here, which I think I'd prefer the auto attack talent into Lucio, Luna, Greymane, but neither here nor there. Blue team is going to get the objective here. Ooh, sub almost done, but not quite. Tyrael the first to fall. Lucio has to get out just in the nick of time, but Psycho looking for more. They're trying to get a kill on the Mesos here, and they're actually going to be able to do so. So, blue team just kind of left Mesos out to dry. The Luna and Rhaegar are able to keep pressing forward, and their burn on this objective is quite good. This is the one map you're pretty okay with having double auto attackers. I assume the Vala was banned, or would have been picked by at least one of these teams. But yeah, this objective, unsurprisingly, not going to do a whole lot, even after the buff. Still doesn't do too much. Mesos played Joe for an hour and a half tonight, yeah. I mean, and credit to your Blaze player, who also played Blaze for an hour and a half tonight, which is something in itself. And this is the first time we've seen CCS have a good, strong macro push here, just kind of split pushing. Like to see that more out of them, especially in this map. Both teams have kind of just been like brawling all night, really. Not a lot of macro, and it's some good stun there from Uther. Able to catch Tyrael sleeping a little bit. He'll be back in 15 seconds. He's got some time to think about what he's done. There's a lot of teams that do kind of like a slow macro push, kind of playing safe. These teams are pretty much just running at each other on cooldown, which As a caster, I appreciate it, and that's why there are 50, 50 kills in the last game. And we got 6 thus far. Our level 10s are online. We have Bunker Shield, D-Shield, Maelstrom, and I'm gonna guess it's Odin. Okay. And we have Ancestral Wrath from Sonya, so no leap this time around. High Five, Sanct, Thorn, Woodvine, and Cursed Bullets. I'm surprised not to see the leaping strikes, though, from Luna. I think just having CC, or having an unstop for the amount of CC that they do have is pretty good. But, stylistic preference, I think. I'm just happy we have a Choking Paul Lunara. 6 stacks for the Greymane. $69. Nice. Do we have an engage here yet? Doesn't look like it. Lamort caught out just a little bit. It's a nice unstop there, though, from Greek Fire. Able to get Storm out of danger. Cocktail, a couple more stacks there. Kerrigan's changes feel really bad. Like, the damage is good. I think, like, her numbers are good. Oh, but this time Lucio is caught. It's a beautiful Sank, though. From Tyrael. Is he going to be able to get out this time? No, another double combo there from Ace. And now he's getting really low, and unfortunately he will go down. Nice damage there from Storm. This T-Cat continuing to Ewa check the DPS of the red team. Shield not available here, so they're not in too much threat despite the giant Odin. Ooh, Storm tried to go for it, but 25 armor is 25 armor. The bullet gonna do not much percent health when there wasn't much percent health to have. But sometimes it's about the mental game. Sometimes you gotta shoot a cursed bullet at him to scare him off. What's Tychus gonna go here at 13? And it's Q talents. Nice. Oh, I was gonna go on a tangent about the Kerrigan stacks, but like, Kerrigan is so bad at like stacking right now. It feels bad as Tyrael immediately gets blown up. But cocktail done, so hashtag worth kinda. But like, if a minion dies and a Kerrigan, like if this is the minion and the Kerrigan is here, you don't get the stack. The Kerrigan has to be on top of the minion for you to actually get the stack. So it's like, why change it in the first place? If I already have to queue the target to kill it to even get the stack, why are you not just leaving it the way it was? Like, it seems like such a stupid change, and I almost wonder if it's like something in the coding, or like it was creating some sort of bug that they're like, alright, well, you know, we'll have it to be this range or this distance. It just feels really silly. Unnecessary change. Like, imagine if Falstad stacks work like that. Falstad, you could just be in the wave here, and you're going to get all these stacks. But no, not Kerrigan. Kerrigan, you have to be inside of the minions to get the stack. Blue team's going to get this second objective. CCS 2-0 in the objective total. And 8-3 in kills. Level 16 is just around the corner for them. They will... unless there's some sort of drastic team fight in favor of Gen.M, they will get 16s before anybody else. Odin being used as well as Fox tries to provide a little bit of nuisance, trying to stall some of the damage from hitting the buildings, but this middle fort is as good as gone. And Fox is just kind of sitting in the back line because he can, honestly. The fort does fall. Couple of high fives being used. But CC is going to head back down here into the bottom lane. Going to get a couple more towers, but that should about be it. They're going to be coming down here, though, and they are really out far now. Oh my god, they actually get a kill. The Kerrigan getting a kill on Luna. D-Shield used in combination with But now another vulnerable. Use the D-Shield with the Maelstrom is good, but a Sanct with everybody in it is better. And Ace is going to be able to do too much here as the Cocktail almost does kill the Uther. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Sonya did fall to the Blaze Joe. Looks like shield may have been used up there. And a nice turnaround for Gen.M, now 10-4, 10-4 in kills. After a couple picks in opposite lanes, the dust will settle. Gen.M will have map prio for a little bit here. Let's see what they decide to do with it. $59 stacks on the Tychus. Stoic grabbing the fortification camp. Tychus Uther again, the dynamic duo on the siege camp for them. Blaze is out a little bit far. He is able to skirt away. Just in the nick of time. I think if he stays maybe even 1 second longer, he's at danger of being picked off there. Or at least having to use bunker. Which is basically like saying I would have died. If you have to use bunker, you're basically saying, oh shit, I died. A lot of damage onto the Tyrael here in this nice CC combo from CCS. CCS combo? Able to take out the Tyrael. Shield was used though, so it's not for nothing. And it looks like they're going to be content trading forts here. CCS is going to grab this bottom camp at Gen.M with French pushing the top lane here. They C5 bottom. Blaze is going to be late to the party here. This fort not going to last much longer if Blaze doesn't get up here in a hurry. I guess the damage isn't quite there yet to kill it. Blaze will get here to contest. Bottom fort getting poked down very slowly. Don't have a lot of great poke here on this team. They're more of a melee heavy team. But one more grenade will do the trick. Citrus colored squash does have a slightly XP lead. Ooh, look at the damage there from the Lunara. Combo going to connect onto Lucio. That seemed like a really small stun. That looked very bizarre. I guess I just don't play into enough Kerrigan. But it didn't seem like that stun went off for the full duration. Blue team going to start the objective here. Psycho in the top lane looks to just be content taking the fort. I expect to see CCS put some effort into the bottom lane to try to get the keep down before this next objective pops. Blaze has a lot to clear. Greymane going to make sure that the fort does go down, providing a little bit of covering fire here. And with the, yeah, that's a lot of damage. French is going to be able to get the spear. Going to have to dodge the spear. He does with bunker successfully. Now French taking -40. If he pops out and gets a stun, he doesn't even need to. Stoic with the damage from the bunker, able to get it. And if that cocktail had landed, we would have had a clip and a half. But instead, it's a great play there by Stoic, getting the solo kill. -40 is a very serious issue to deal with. And we have a Triglav at level 20. Heading towards the red keep here in the bottom lane. Blaze is going to stay behind and do some chores in the top lane, while the rest of the team going to push down here. We have level 20 Odin. Let's see when they decide to use it. I assume it's going to be after Q's here. Yeah, there is Odin pop now. And again, red team does have some very good damage onto this building, or onto the Triglav. But it's a beautiful scoop there, and now the shield gonna make sure that Tyrael has to use that Sanct before level 20. Triglav taking the Greymane out of the fight temporarily. Blue team gonna step out of the objective here, potentially look for a shield. I guess shield isn't available right now. And Kerrigan and Uther get back in the Triglav. Kind of playing Triglav chicken right now. CCS playing this very slow, just trying to poke the building down. Holy balls, we have a level 20 for the Wildlands from Lunara. And I wish we had at least like a Sanct or Leap from the front line here of Gen.M. I think they just need some sort of engage, which they really just don't have. And now here comes a de-shielded combo with the Kerrigan. And Ace providing so much damage to Lucio will fall. Tyrael the next to go. Psycho getting caught as well. And it's a 4-for-1. Tychus the only one dying here. And the Maelstrom D-Shield combo. You don't see it very often, but obviously very effective. Stoic gonna land the play stun as well. Mort there with the follow-up. And that should be all she wrote, I believe. They have 16 seconds before the Tyrael even has a chance to contest this. They do have... honestly, this is pretty horrible siege damage. They got just the Kerrigan for damage, and a little Blaze doing the best they can. Bunker not available for 40 seconds, 50% on the core. You can't sanctify a core, so that will do it. CCS is going to win the saga that was this game. Blue team wins 17-5. A much cleaner showing for the side of CCS. Leading the way in damage there, Tychus and Greymane for their respective teams. Healing numbers very much the same. Lucio and Uther pretty much on the same page the whole game. Siege numbers, Blaze definitely taking the crown there. Absolutely, Ace. Alright, well, that's going to do it for me. Now I'm ready for bed. Yeah. Now it is night time for blue. Job's done. Thanks for the sub again, Northern, and everybody else for hanging out with me, Ace, the rest of the CCS squad. GG's over to Citrus Colored Squash. 2-1 victory over Gen.M Esports. Heck of a series. Till next time, my name is Eternally Blue for NGS. Be good to each other, huh?